Hey everyone, Veronica Belmont here at the Skybound booth at New York Comic Con, and I am joined by artist Charlie Adlard. And you've been working very hard recently, a lot of good stuff for you, but how has the 2-issue-a-month release schedule been going for The Walking Dead?
Oh. No, it's fine. I'm fast anyway. I can pencil and ink a comic in 3 weeks. So if I'm just penciling a comic, I can do 2 of them. So it's okay so far.
Now, I know that artist Stefano Gaudiano has picked up inking duties for All Out War. Has that been a relief? Are you kind of jealous? Like, how does that make you feel?
I'm jealous. No, because I've always penciled and inked my own stuff the 20 years I've been in the business. So it's kind of weird to give over that side, because I do believe in the full sort of creative process of an artist doing both. But yeah, no, I mean, Stefano's I couldn't imagine a better inker on my stuff. And that's God's honest truth. You know, just because I ink my own stuff, there will always be bits where I'll think, oh, I would have done it like that. But you know, I can't be that picky about the stuff, because Stefano's got his own way and I've got my own way, and you know, I just let it go and give it to Stefano to do his thing, and it's looking great.
You would never add any input and say, like, I maybe would have done this. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you what is weird is sometimes when I'm penciling, the pencil cannot replicate certain marks I'm making ink. So I have to constantly send Stefano notes saying, please refer to this picture that I drew, you know, in issue whatever, and see how I did that, because my scritchy, scratchy pencil can't do the mark of a brush or whatever. So it's kind of weird things like that.
Now, do you ever get a... It is Comic-Con. Now, do you ever get a script from Robert and say, it's just so outrageous that you're like, what were you thinking and how am I going to put this on paper?
No, actually, I raised the challenge quite well. I remember Robert has the gall sometimes to actually write in his script, make this the best panel you've drawn ever, which is a bit of a, you know, a rise and a challenge to me. And obviously he's taken to Michael a bit, but you know, and I tried to rise to that challenge. No, that's some of the gory stuff is a bit hard to do, especially when shot in the eye. More for the fact that my initial reaction was, sorry if that's, hope that's not
spoiler alert. It's okay.
Sorry,
I should know better.
It has been a long time ago, that note. And yeah. Sorry, I've lost my track now. Yeah, and my initial reaction to something like that was not, oh God, that's terrible, was like, is that survivable?
It's like, do I have to draw that, really?
Yes, and I did try and Google image search kind of, I don't know, facial wounds, I don't know, bullet wounds, something to the face, you know. I got so far and I just didn't have the courage to carry on, because it was just horrible.
I don't want to look at your Google image search history, because it's probably pretty ghastly.
Well, yeah, if the United States or whatever became a fascist state and they rounded up everybody with dodgy, you know, stuff on their computer, I'll be one of the first ones to get dodgy, you know, taken away. What with, you know, sort of loads of Google image search on knives, guns, right, you know, facial wounds, whatever. Yeah.
Definitely. So, Passengers coming out in 2014, possibly. Do you think sci-fi books are going to be more of a hit here in the States? I mean, they're pretty big in overseas in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose arguably sci-fi to Europe is what superheroes are to the States, though I would argue it's slightly less of an effect there, because in Europe you get, you know, many different genres which are very successful. So Europe is a good template, I think, that Image are following anyway. But yeah, I mean, I've got my fingers crossed. It'd be nice to see us do for science fiction what we did for horror. That would be very cool.
Absolutely. I'm a huge sci-fi fan, so any more of that is good on my book. I'm terrified of horror things, though, even though I do watch The Walking Dead.
And yet, here we are.
And here we are. So, as I was saying, The Walking Dead is just this huge phenomenon all across the world at this point. How has that affected you in your work, in your personal life? Like, has it just kind of blown your mind?
Yeah, well, it's weird, because I live in a very small town in rural England, in a town called Shropshire, in a county called, I don't even know where I live, in a town called Shrewsbury in a county called Shropshire. And it is the most rural county in England, funnily enough. And, I get up in the morning and just go to work, and I'm kind of really unaware of everything because of that, because I'm just sat there in my house so far from stuff like this that, it kind of doesn't affect me on that level. It's only when I really come to things like this, I just think, oh, okay, yeah, we're doing all right.
Well, you did get a chance to have a little bit of a retrospective on your career. The Art of Charlie Adler just came out. What was it like looking back on some of your work over the past 20 years?
It was weird. I mean, it's good to look back on your stuff and think, oh God, at least I've improved. So 20 years ago, it was a struggle to find stuff that I wanted to put in the book. I mean, I've taken some, especially from when I was, 9, 10, 11,
oh, wow.
things like that. I know I'm going to look at that stuff and think, yeah, well, obviously, I'm not particularly keen on this stuff, but it's just to show what I was doing at that age. As soon as I got professional, I was kind of cherry picking the stuff that I didn't think was too embarrassing. So it was the majority of my time actually is when I was collating all the artwork was to actually get the artwork that I still liked. That was the big effort, and it took hours quite often to trawl through loads and loads of issues and find the one page which was still okay.
Well, the book looks amazing, and best of luck here at Comic-Con. I think you guys are going to have some well-deserved rest once you get back home. It's been an amazing year for The Walking Dead.
Rest? I don't get rest. What do you mean? It's straight back to work. But thank you.
Thank you.